Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we're riding the green wave. We've got a matchup of two proud Tulane alums. It's Rob Kelly and Matt Forte.
Larry, from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at the newly renovated and newly named Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. First down. He drops it off for Bernard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On play action, now Carr, and going deep for Hill. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. A Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now this time, Carl throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Hundley. And able to find John Brown. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Throwing, Hundley. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. David Bass. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Check. Check. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. 1-9. 1-9.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a play fake. Carr escaping the pressure right and avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They go play action here on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Second down following the run. Here's Carr to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Back to throw now on first down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him, though. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down. Now a toss. This is Forte. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Watch right, watch right, watch right. Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Now Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
Are
there.
you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Hakeem Hunt now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Not a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's Ohio! Ohio! Let's
On second down, Forte. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw here. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dante Fowler able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And Brown's got it for a Miami touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's third down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, it's Carr. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Tyreek Hill had the 2 fastest plays in the NFL last year. One on a kick return, one on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour.
That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, you know what he said? He's really fast.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the back goes into motion. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
He'll drop to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
The give is to Bell. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Ohio. Here we go. Flex round. Ohio. Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Here we go.
On the counter, here's Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come out here in the I. Again, it's Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Le'Veon Bell with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll work his way across the 2. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Carr. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
I know the game continues to evolve, and we have a lot of exotic stuff nowadays. I can't help it. I love a good old-fashioned draw play.
Who's typically fooled on defense on a play like that, a successful draw play?
Typically, it's the defensive line that's fooled because they're just pinning their ears back and going after the quarterback. And once they create some space and you get past them, you usually have a long way to go.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd and short. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.